Hi, hello everyone. My name is Joe. Hope you all are doing well. This is a series of videos where we'll discuss questions very similar to Azure AI-102 certification exam questions. We'll go through these questions, discuss in detail each and every option, and figure out the correct one. So if you're preparing for AI-102 certification, feel free to join me in this series of videos. A basic knowledge of Azure AI services will be helpful for you to better understand these questions. To prepare for the certification, I watched one training and it was extremely helpful. Although you can watch any trainings, I would highly recommend this one. I'll provide the link of this training in the description box below. Now to the question. You have an Azure AI Search service that has experienced a steady increase in query volume over the past 6 months. You notice that some search requests are being throttled. What possible action you can take to reduce query throttling? Select all correct options. Now let us break down the question. First of all, the question is about Azure AI Search service, and there is a very high query volume that some of the requests are being throttled. The service is not able to handle such a high query volume. So what all actions we can take to mitigate the situation? That is the question. So first of all, we can say what is an Azure AI Search service. So in simple words, Azure AI Search Service is a place where you can keep all your information or data very well organized. And later on, if you need to retrieve those information, it will be easy because it is organized neatly in the search service. That is what the primary purpose of Azure AI Search is. So here in this diagram, you can see that you will upload your data. The data will be indexed using Azure AI Search Service. And later on, when you query something from your data, it will be very easy to retrieve. So that is the most simple words to define Azure AI Search Service. Now back to the question. Now the problem we are facing is our search is not able to handle the high incoming queries. So how can we mitigate that? So the first option is you add indexes. So adding indexes doesn't resolve the situation. Now the next option is you enable customer managed key encryption. Again, that is for encrypting the data. It has nothing to do with request throttling. It is for securing your data. So you can eliminate that option. Now next is you add replicas. So do that have any effect? Yes, it will have an effect. So there will be more resources. So we can distribute the queries between these replicas, and thus you can reduce query throttling. So option C is correct. Now option D. You migrate to an AI search service that uses a higher tier. So does this solve the problem? Yes, indeed. This as well solves the problem. So in higher tier, there will be high request limits and there will be increased throughput. So when there is high request limit, you can reduce query throttling. So that is also a correct option. Now the final one is deploy the application into a private endpoint to a virtual network. That doesn't solve the problem. It is for securing the application. It doesn't mitigate query throttling. So the correct options are option C. You can add replicas. So the load distribution happens and there will be reduced query throttling. And next is option D. You can migrate your search service to a higher tier. So there will be high request limits which can reduce query throttling. So the correct options are option C and option D. If you find this video informative, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.